My mother-in-law DNA tested my kids. Then I dropped the truth she never saw coming. My mother-in-law Denise has despised me from the moment her son Ryan brought me home. Too ordinary, too middle class, too beneath their family standards. For 9 years, she's nitpicked, insulted, and micromanaged every aspect of our lives. But this Thanksgiving, she broke a boundary I didn't even know someone could cross. We've been married nearly a decade. Our oldest daughter, Harper, just turned 8. Bright red hair, green eyes, the kind of kid who looks like autumn turned into a person. Our younger daughter, Chloe, is 5 and blonde like Ryan. For years, Denise made comments about Harper. She doesn't look like our side at all. Are you sure about the timing? I always chalked it up to her usual toxicity. This year, 24 people were crammed into Denise's formal dining room in Maple Ridge. Halfway through dinner, she stood, lifted her wine glass, and smiled at me like she'd been waiting 9 years for this performance. I have an announcement, she said. I've been worried about our family's integrity, so I took action. My chest tightened. She reached into a drawer behind her chair and pulled out a manila envelope. I secretly had both girls' DNA tested. A gasp rippled through the room. I'm afraid, she said, voice dripping honey-coated venom, that the results confirm my suspicions. Harper is not Ryan's biological daughter. Chaos. Actual chaos. Ryan's brother burst out laughing. His sister clutched her imaginary pearls. Someone muttered, "Knew it." Ryan went pale, and Denise looked like she'd just won the lottery. You're trash, she declared to the table. You trapped my son with another man's child. People laughed, like my supposed infidelity was some kind of holiday entertainment. Ryan said nothing. That silence hurt more than Denise's words. I waited, hands folded, let them all choke on their smug righteousness. When the room finally quieted, I looked right at Denise. You're right, I said evenly. She's not his. Her smile exploded across her face. Victory. Pure, gloating triumph. And then I added, she's not his biological daughter. She's his adopted daughter. Dead silence. What? Denise croaked. I turned to Ryan. Tell them. He swallowed hard before speaking. We adopted Harper when she was 6 months old, before we got married. Now everyone stared. Even the fork clinking stopped. Denise blinked like someone had unplugged her brain. You adopted her? My sister died in a car accident, I said, voice steady. She was a single mom. Harper had no one else. We took her in. We've always treated her as our daughter, because she is. But you never told us, Denise stammered. Because, Ryan snapped, anger finally rising. It's none of your business, and because we knew you'd treat her differently. Looks like we were right, I said. You secretly DNA tested a child. You violated our privacy, our daughter's privacy, and then tried to humiliate me in front of 24 people, all to prove I wasn't worthy of your son. Denise opened and closed her mouth like a stunned fish. You thought you'd expose me as a cheater? I continued. Instead, you exposed yourself as someone who weaponizes children for drama. Ryan stood, taking my hand. We're done here. Ryan, please, Denise sobbed. I was trying to protect you. By ambushing my wife? By calling our daughter a liar's child? He looked around at his silent relatives. By dragging the whole family into your obsession? We went to the kids' table. Harper looked confused. Chloe was crying because the adults were yelling. We gathered their coats, and the room stayed wordless as we walked out. At the door, Ryan turned back one last time. You wanted the truth, Mom. Here it is. Harper is my daughter in every way that matters. And tonight you proved you don't deserve to be in her life. We haven't spoken to them since. Ryan's been in therapy unpacking how quickly his family turned on not just me, but an 8-year-old child they claimed to love. And last week, we finally told Harper the truth about her first mom, my sister, in the gentlest way we could.